The thing that get me is that you finna try to jam and squeeze all that damn body in these small ass clothes for the summer when all you had to do was buy the tea months ago. How much longer are you gonna keep procrastinating? You know you don't even like the way you look, so why not do something about it? Click the link in the description box to purchase this and other fine health and wellness products. Nessa girl! They don't got me back in these reality TV streets reviewing these shows, honey. I had them paused like Heavenly Cycle. These medicine wives got it going on. Want to talk about it? Here you go. It's been a long time since I said this because it's been a long time since I've been on time. But Nessa girl, did you get into last night's episode of Medicine Wives? See how current I am? Last night's episode of Medicine Wives, where the episode opens up giving us way too much information. Dr. Heavenly went down to Dr. Jackie's office with all them damn clothes on and that headscarf to inform us that her period had came on in the last 2 months. And Jackie scoffed at the idea that Heavenly could be expectant. And it was a hard pill to swallow for Heavenly that she has officially entered the menopausal club. But quiet as it's kept, Heavenly, we been thought you had went through menopause because you been Heavenly, you is the grandma of the damn show. Girl, we thought you went through menopause 30 years before we even met you. So don't even worry about it. Don't feel no way about being menopausal because the world already received you as postmenopausal. Even though Jackie said you is perimenopausal. But Jackie gonna spend that blood. She gonna inject your O with some platelets and get you some pills. Matter of fact, if you click the link in my bio, you can you know where I sell the tea. I got a product called Blossom. It'll help regulate your hormones for all y'all out there who having hot flashes. Your hormones imbalanced. You're yelling at your kids. Your appetite all over the place. Click the link in my bio. Go buy some of that Blossom. TLC sells a perfect product called Blossom. It'll help get your coochie back in order. Get your juices back running. And Heavenly says, she just don't feel the urge to do penetration, but she just do oral. You want to know what's funny? Heavenly, you act so saved and sanctified, you don't even look like you can suck dick good. Like, I hate that I'm even having this conversation about my friend or trying to picture my friend doing anything sexual with her husband. But Heavenly, you just don't give me sloppy two hands turn head like this. You just don't give me that. Like, you just don't give me that they be making that macaroni and cheese noise and you be spitting it like this and saying, you like that, daddy, don't you? You like that, daddy. Looking him in his ass and gagging and choking and spit be drooling down. You just don't give me none of that. You give me real lazy head, Heavenly. You just do. You give me, you don't put it all the way in your mouth. You just be sucking around the head. You just, I don't know. Am I the only one that just look at Heavenly and just don't think she can suck dick good? I don't know, and I don't ever want to find out or whatever. But y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Toya comes over to Contessa house or whatever, and they get to talking, and I had an aha moment. Contessa said she believes Heavenly doesn't respect her. And that's when I had an aha moment. Because at the core of it, I can understand how Contessa can feel that way. Going back to my previous video where I spoke to y'all about Heavenly doing a YouTube channel and critiquing the girls, where I told Heavenly, you can't critique the girls, their relationships, their lives, and be friends with them at the same time. I honestly would feel the way Contessa feels. That's why it's very hard for me to maintain relationships with the reality TV girls. That's why I don't make friends with the reality TV girls. That's why I keep the few relationships I do have with the reality TV girls at arm's distance. Because in their head, they begin thinking we're cool and we're friends, which I'm of the same mindset. But then I begin to talk about them and they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They love the good and the praise and the jokes, but when you have to get super critical, especially of some of their areas of their lives that are not squeaky clean, they don't like it. Then they get mad. And it's just human nature. And you know what? Contessa verbalized it perfectly. It truly, in my opinion, does demonstrate a lack of respect. Especially if you've already caught droppings that people don't like it. It gets under their skin. It bothers them that you continue to talk about them on your platform. It does demonstrate a lack of respect. Or it demonstrates where your priorities are, that you prioritize whatever gratification that you get out of what you're doing over your relationships with these people. If a true friend of mine, the people that I'm with on a daily basis, or talk to on a regular basis, if they said to me, Q, please leave us out of your social media stories. If Miss Kendi was to come to me and say, please stop posting me on your Instagram, it's affecting me, I would not do it. Because there are 10 million other things I can post, 10 million other shows Heavenly can review, 10 million other things she can talk about. Like I said in my last video, she made her choice. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly made the choice to critique this show, and now she has to deal with the fallout. The beautiful thing about it is, from what I know about Heavenly, she really doesn't care much other than her children and her man, and anybody else is disposable. That's basically, kind of how she operates. So she's built to deal with the fallout, but that's just what it is. Anila gets in a tizzy and goes on this whole diatribe about getting the kids off to school. Now, is it me or I'm the only person looking at the goddamn TV screen like, what the hell you stressed out for? You got Miss Gomez ass there for? What is Miss Gomez there for if you are that stressed out getting your kids to school? If she waking them up, preparing breakfast for them, quiet as it's kept. Where I come from, the nannies drop the goddamn kids off. Hell, Anila, you might as well let her drop off. She doing every damn thing else. Why she couldn't just drop them off? And it's funny because it feels, Anila, it feels a little bit like you want all the stars and certificates of achievement that come along with being a mommy without doing the work. Like you want the photo op. You want to be seen dropping the kids off at school because that's what good moms do, without actually doing the work necessary to get them to school. And then, maybe growing up black, maybe growing up in the inner city, maybe seeing a lot of single moms be super mom has desensitized me to what parenting should be. But I'm looking at you like, girl, what in the hell is you stressed out about? Because I watch my mama prepare breakfast, get us ready, get us to school, and get to work all on time with ease. With ease. And you seem to be falling apart with all the privilege, all the luxuries, all the accessibility, and Miss Gomez, and you still seem frazzled out your mind. On Anila, I'm going to get your ass together at the end of this video about that nice resignation Miss Gomez gave y'all. Simone dinner with her son Miles and Andrea. Now see y'all, we at an interesting crossroads in this video. Because this is where I have to make a decision. I have to make a decision to be funky Dineva or to be mature Dineva. So I definitely was a student of Sesame Street growing up, and particularly the segment, one of these things is not like the other. And for those of you guys who are intuitive enough to know where I'm going with that and that line of commentary, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to choose to be mature Dineva. Love comes in many shapes, sizes, colors. There's just something that makes me a little uncomfortable about the relationship. It's not my relationship. It's not my child. It's not my business. It doesn't affect me one way or another. All of those things are true, because I know those are all the things y'all gonna hit me with. But there's just something about it that makes me go, And more on the side of Miles. Outside of that, the two of them look like they have a beautiful relationship. She looks like a very nice young lady. And at the end of the day, happiness and love is all that matters. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't look at it and just go, I'm going to leave it at that. Cecil and Simone are writing a book. Good for them. I definitely think with what they've gone through that there's some nuggets there. Their marriage definitely hit, a very rough patch, and we got to witness it unfold. Now, I don't know if the market for marriage help books is oversaturated. I definitely don't know if the market for relationship and marriage books from reality stars is oversaturated. I definitely don't know if the market for Bravo reality stars, relationship books, and who are black is like quadruple oversaturated. I mean, it's just been done so many times or whatever, to the point that I don't know if there's a market for it. But hey, if it works and if y'all can help somebody, then more hats off to you. Miss Gomez prepares this beautiful dinner for the Sanja family. And she tells them that she's getting ready to go away. She's going to go back to Houston, to her house, to her grandchild, to her family. And somehow or another, Anila found a way to make it about her. And her children. I found that scene to be very upsetting and disturbing. This woman just flat out told you, I have a grandchild. And you basically were like, I don't give a shit. What about my children? Now, it would seem to me that on a maternal level, you would have been able to connect with Miss Gomez and understand why she would want to be around her grandchild and her family. Especially you, someone of Indian descent, who is so big on family that your mama and your daddy end up moving into your damn house. and y'all are all about family. It would seem to me that the minute that woman said family and grandchild, you would have said, while it saddens me that you have to leave, we hate to see you go. We're going to miss you. I understand. That was the appropriate response. Anila, you are such a goddamn white woman trapped in an Indian body. You just don't know it. You made it all about you. What am I going to do? What are my kids going to do? What am I going to do without you? How am I going to blog without you? Let me tell you something, baby. I have been blogging now for 13 years. This is the most freaking flexible profession. This is the most freaking flexible profession that exists. Number one. And number two, when it ain't enough time in the day, you borrow from your sleep. That's what real people do. That's what real working class people with goals do. When there's not enough hours in the day, you borrow from your sleep. Okay? Those of us who have pledged, okay, we understand that, bitch, all you need is 3 or 4 hours. Where you gonna find the time? How are you gonna blog? Borrow from your sleep. Sleep less. That's how you gonna do it. Go to one less party. Spend less time putting on makeup. That's how you gonna do it. Like everybody else do. Take care of your own damn kids. Like, Anila, what do you think working moms do? Like, really? What do you think women in the $60,000 pay bracket, middle class pay bracket with multiple children do? Better yet, you got Contessa, who got one child more than you, a more important and busier career than you, who still finds time to go back to school, do fitness competitions, which requires a lot of discipline and a lot of damn time, with no additional live-in help, doing it with no complaints, and your world coming to an end because Miss Gomez want to go around her family. Girl, if you don't get off my goddamn line with this shit, not to mention, what you do don't have to be done. All right? Yeah, you're getting stuff from blogging, and your blogging is pseudo-successful until we gonna go with that until I get the receipts. I need to still see can the people out there please send me the receipts on Anila blogging or whatever, because I still don't think the shit as successful as she making it out to be. And I find it odd that this season she's strategically screaming blogging, 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 blogging. It sounds like a dog whistle for me for brands to come to her. That's what it sounds like to me, but I'm going to save that till I get the receipts. Nevertheless, Anila, borrow from your sleep and shut up, girl. You're a blogger, okay? I'm a blogger, and I don't want to discount what it is we do or whatever, because we provide a level of entertainment, and that is a service to people in this very fucked up world. But girl, this shit is so flexible that you can start literally when your children go to damn school and stop when it's time to pick them up, girl. All right, you 4 or 5 hours of the, you ain't putting out content like that, girl. You doing TikToks on products. It's my ass sitting up here making 30-minute damn videos at a goddamn time. I spend more time extensively vlogging than your ass do, and I still find time to entertain my gentleman callers and go down to the bar and do all the other things in life that I like to do. Some of the shit I shouldn't be doing, but that ain't none of y'all business. Nevertheless, cut it out. We get to the grand opening of Dr. Heavenly Beauty Supply. I want to give a special shout out to Terry Wright of Wright and Young Funeral Home, who owns the 25 funeral homes. If y'all don't know, well, y'all know now, Terry Wright is actually a personal friend of mine. Me, Terry, Bridget, all us, we go to eat all the time. Y'all be sleeping on the kid. Y'all listen. Please don't get it twisted. Y'all be thinking y'all know me. Y'all know what I post. I'm that girl in these streets. Especially in these Miami streets. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. Like I'm fab like that. Like whatever the case may be. But Terry, I actually texted Terry. I was like, bitch, I didn't know you was doing a contract for Heavenly. I just seen you made your TV debut. You know, Heavenly's a good friend of mine, yada, 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 yada. And Heavenly actually had invited me to the thing. I would have been there. Y'all have seen my ass on the red carpet with it saying Funky Dineva at the bottom. But I had another engagement. That's here no less. But special shout out to Terry Wright of Wright and Young Funeral Home. They got 25 funeral homes. As a matter of fact, the last time me and Terry went out to eat, which was like last month, he made mention that they had just acquired some more in some different places in Georgia. So if you're in Florida and Georgia and I think the Carolinas, and you need to bury your people, the dead folks, please check into Wright and Young. They not like Hotel who do bad bodies and fuck up the people makeup and having your relatives looking double dead. They actually do good bodies or whatever the case may be. And I'm glad to see that he's working with Heavenly on the damn wigs. That is actually huge when you have one person furnishing your wigs to 25 different funeral homes. That is a huge contract to have. They do the fashion show. Jackie looked real youthful in the fashion show. She looked very good. You know, Dr. Jackie has a very versatile aesthetic. And she has one of the core elements that make up a good model. Number one, Dr. Jackie's face can take a lot of makeup. And number two, Dr. Jackie's physical aesthetic can accommodate a lot of looks. Dr. Jackie could have easily been a runway model had she wanted to be. And still can in the geriatric division of the JCPenney catalog. And that was not meant to be shade. When they had them horns on Quad said, take this shit off of me. I can see the I can see the memes and stuff going around now. I'm going to tell y'all one thing about that Quad. She don't like the people talking about her negatively, okay? Somebody like me, I would have been a good sport and I would have worn it just because it was funny. Miss Quad said she was not about to become nobody's meme, honey. Y'all was not about to make her no meme. Listen, that just goes... Quad was more worried about being a meme than she was worried about just being a good sport and participating in the damn lady fashion show. That shit was funny to me, and I just think it made it even more funny because I know her personally, and she really was concerned about becoming a meme. Anila come out spraying spritz all over the goddamn place, or holding spray. That shit was really damn funny. I don't know why Anila didn't have on one of the wigs. Maybe the wigs is not made for Indian women, so she didn't want to mess up her ponytail if she got there late. I'm sure there's some backstory. I would have loved to have seen Anila in one of the wigs as well. It also would have showed a bit of diversity in the products that the beauty supply store sells. Or maybe they only sell products for black women. I'm not for sure. But I think I think plastic wigs is versatile and it's for all women's. I'm not sure. I ain't never been one and I ain't never wore no wigs, not no plastic ones, no way. So I would know. Y'all see I just sat up here and told this I built my whole career wearing a $16.99 Party City wig. Nevertheless, Nikki Natural from Love and Hip Hop, that's who got in the fight with Sukiyana girl. You know, she loves selling sex, honey. Walking up and down the aisle, she had a whole cornucopia wrapped around her head. I didn't know if she was here to be a representative of the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, if she was representing the first Thanksgiving, if she was paying homage to the Pilgrims, if it was a swimming cap from synchronized swimming in the 60s. I don't know what the hell Nikki Natural had on. I don't know what the hell she was doing. I don't know why the hell she was there, but she was. Hey, girl, hey. And the show ends with Contessa bringing up, you know, damn, why was I not invited to be in the fashion show? And see, here is where I'm going to have to call bullshit on you, Contessa. You can't have it both ways. You can't not be talking to me and giving me the cold shoulder and then expect me to invite you to be in the fashion show. That says to me, you want me to beg you for your friendship. You know what I'm saying? And I think Toya told her right. Y'all were not talking. So if y'all were not talking, why would you expect her to call you to ask you to be in something? She might have been in fear that you were going to shoot her down. Y'all weren't talking. So I damn sure wouldn't have called your ass to have been in my shit and we not talking. Or whatever. That's only human. So then to get there and to now create another problem that shouldn't be a problem, it's just a bit bogus on your part, Contessa. And a bit, it's almost as if you're searching for reasons to be mad at that point. It was completely unrealistic for you to expect Heavenly to put you in the damn show and y'all were not talking. Anyway, y'all, the medicine wise like it get real interesting next week because they gonna confront Heavenly about that damn YouTube that I don't told her ass about for the last 2 years. Y'all be sure to tune in. If you are new to my channel, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. And y'all know can't nobody do these reviews like the doll. Trust and believe, I've put mechanisms in place, guys, to try to remain consistent with this. There really were / still are some things going on with me personally. And I needed to step away and take care of my mental health. And that's the God honest truth. I'm not 100% out of it. But I am healthy enough to start back. You know, y'all keep saying Wendy need to stay and get healthy till she can come back. And I was Wendy. I was having some mental stuff going on that I needed to get together. Some life stuff, some change of direction stuff, some aging stuff, some familial stuff going on that I needed to get in order. Like I said, I'm still not out of it. So, you guys can still expect a little bit of volatility, but I am better. I am better. And with me being better, you guys will begin to see more and more of me as I emerge out of what it is I was going through. At any rate, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll call y'all hoes later. Bye.